What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. How are you? There's new readings on the channel. In case you're not getting them in your feed, they're on the channel. This is a general reading for every sign. Somebody wants to say hi. 12 or 21 or 3 could be significant. Sag or Pisces could be significant. You may not want to go on a date with this person, or this is not someone you're dating. Okay. All types of messages are going to come out during this reading in the beginning, middle, or end. Your message could be anywhere throughout the reading. You may resonate with some parts, and then it may come back around to something else you resonate with, because this is a reading for everybody in the collective that watch this channel. Please do not take anything personal in this reading. It is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, please visit the description box, or the information is in the beginning of the video. All right, let's get into this. J could be significant. Somebody is fighting a losing battle. A breakup is significant. Someone is depressed. A wicked elder is involved. Anaheim could be significant. Somebody wants someone to be quiet, to shut up. Someone could be annoying someone. And call me in reverse. They don't want someone calling them. They're tired of someone calling them and contacting them. Somebody just wants to say hi, but it could be in a nuisance. Someone could be obsessed. They could be possessed by a wicked elder. Anybody's name to start with J? Somebody wants someone to break up and they're fighting a losing battle. Like somebody's not breaking up. This could be significant. Somebody keeps trying to force someone to leave someone or go to them or some stupidness. Why does somebody want someone to break up with someone? Okay, they want your destiny. Okay, but our destiny is happening. Okay, there's nothing. They're fighting a losing battle. Absolutely. Okay, we have good intentions. You only want one man or one woman for some people. This is significant, and somebody doesn't want that. A water sign in the upright, okay, is significant, and somebody's in denial. This depressed person is in denial of someone's love or a relationship. Somebody could just be angry and nosy, okay? They don't have... I think someone is possessed by a wicked elder. Give me more about this wicked elder. Somebody who passed away maybe could be stalking you and using people in your community to bother you. You know, when people pass away bitter and angry, they continue on this behavior until God judges them. Okay, something is significant about a pediatrician. You could have known this person since you were going to the pediatrician, since you were a child. I want to spend every day together. Somebody's obsessed, okay? Okay, you're not envious of this person's talent, whoever this is. A small town could be significant. You could have grown up in a small town and you have everything you need. Okay, unexpected income is to come for the collective. Boston in reverse. This could be a name or a place. Something could have happened to someone. They were in bed all day. For unexpected income. Okay. Somebody was doing binding spells. Somebody could have been trying to bind you to somebody who was in bed all day, but maybe they're in reverse now. Or somebody from Boston could be in reverse, or this name. Somebody works in a prison. They could be involved. OnlyFans could be significant. A contract. Okay, and we have fashion designer again, could be significant. Somebody with light eyes on the down low is significant in this reading as well. A place that starts with A is also significant. Cards keep jumping on the floor. This person, okay, is very controlling. Whoever this is a psychopath. You could be telling somebody to just leave you alone. Leave you alone. A fashion designer could be significant. Anybody could be a fashion designer or aspire to be one. Okay, we have Florida in reverse. Somebody from Florida is in reverse. We have spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay, this is a Bible phrase. This is saying to discipline your child or you can spoil the child. It's in reverse. So someone is not spoiling their child, they're disciplining their child in this reading. Okay, and somebody wants to reverse their destiny. Somebody here could be interested in somebody's child and it's none of their business. It's none of their business. Somebody's destiny is in the upright, okay? Someone's getting downloads about someone. Europe in reverse. So somebody from a place that starts with E or F could be in reverse. Okay, today maybe, or another day. Someone was stalking this person's location history. Something was stolen from this person. Okay, young children in reverse. Native American, okay. This trap phone is in reverse. Somebody's phone. Possibly they were doing something illegal on it. It's in reverse. They can't get a hold of it, or it's not accessible. They don't know where it is. It doesn't exist. Lights off, okay, 12 or 21 or 3. Somebody is telling someone to leave. A succubus energy. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Florida is significant. Someone wasn't lying about being attached to a demon. They weren't wearing a mask. They don't have a criminal record. Someone could have been accusing someone of having this so that they can sacrifice them. That's what I see here. Someone is innocent. They don't want to be bothered with this energy. And there's someone that wants to make this person bad like them so that they can swap, so that they could take their goodness, because they're going to jail. Possibly for this King of Wands. We have Gemini and Scorpio Sag. Could be going to jail. And one moment, please. One moment, what is wrong with these things around here? They're possessed by demons. Oh, goodness. All right, let's finish this reading here. They're going to jail, okay? A Scorpio, Sag, or Gemini that's committing crimes against someone, maybe in Florida or a place that starts with F or E, is going to prison. That's what it says here. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't resonate with you, but someone is going to serve justice, and they don't have any plans to go anywhere. Someone is watching their back. Water, air, fire. Could be watching their back from someone. Maybe an Aries. Someone who has no plans, an Aries, Libra, could be doing something to them. They're protecting their Ace of Cups, their new feelings about something. They're protecting how they look at things, how they view things. Somebody is talking about something here. They could be talking about how they feel with the Page of Swords. And someone is restless about that, okay? Because someone has a new beginning coming for them and they're healed. So we have Scorpio, we have Aquarius in the upright, air and water, beautiful energy that is healed, that had some kind of loss here with the Five of Cups, some kind of grief, maybe a child, a spoiled child in reverse, could be significant for some people. This Pisces, Aries could have something to do with this child in reverse. This person usually lies until further notice, this Queen of Wands. Somebody moved away from this person. Okay, we have Aquarius and water. Somebody's going towards something calmer, maybe with a small family. And this Queen of Wands is kind of left looking dumb here because of something they're doing to children. This Pisces, Aries in reverse. They're under judgment for, again, doing something with children. They thought they could take this child's Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, but somebody took it with them when they left here. We have Aquarius, water, Virgo, and earth. Okay, having plans here and having a new beginning, not stressing about anything. All right. Again, we have Aries in reverse, air, fire in reverse, water, fire in reverse that could be dealing with legal problems. Knight of Cups again in reverse until further notice. This energy is doing something romantic with these underage persons. Okay, and it's making them weak. Leo, Scorpio, Libra could be doing something inappropriate with this age group. Okay, because they are angelic, they have balance, they're youthful. We have Sagittarius and Taurus, Gemini. That could be a Taurus, Aries. Okay, that could be amongst a group or a team that is trying to bring justice for this group. This is about justice and righteousness. Something needs to be balanced out, and there's a group here trying to do that. Somebody could be working with angels and good angels that are helping them, and someone is being responsible as well and looking into something. They could be looking inward to themselves. They're excited. They're going somewhere. They were soul searching and now they're going somewhere. They're righteous. This could be the same person or a team of people. And then we have this aggressive Scorpio, Aries energy again that is trying to overshadow this Aquarius, Scorpio, water, air energy. Trying to overshadow them and hold up a tower that they need to have. They can't do this to the collective. The collective has a natural ability and desire to create, and whatever the collective wants to create with the Magician and the Ace of Wands, God is with us. And there are idiots in the background that are trying to interfere with that. But someone is not wearing a mask. This could be significant. They're not lying about being attached to a demon. Someone could be saying this. Somebody could be saying somebody is possessed. What did they do to someone here? Okay, somebody was watching their back because somebody was trying to make something suddenly happen to them. All right, now this person could have lost their home or was about to. But I also see someone who's very responsible. And there's someone here who is losing their home and trying to bind to this person. And Aries in reverse could be trying to bind to a Taurus, Aries, or a Scorpio, Aries, to sacrifice them. The Hangman here, that's what they wanted to do. They could have been saying this person is possessed, they're wearing a mask, you know, again, everything that they are, okay, because they're struggling with their popularity. Their person maybe is in reverse. They don't have abundance. Something is going on with children. They're confused. This is not a good couple here. We have Leo, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and air. But somebody's watching their back here. Okay, they have strength. They have courage, and they're not struggling. Whoever this is. And there could be someone that is trying to take your choices. A Leo could be trying to mask up as someone and trying to take your choices and your energy. They want whatever is coming for you here. This is a dead spirit, okay? A dead spirit could be trying to confuse someone and sacrifice them. And they could be trying to mask. This is the familiar spirit that is trying to act like people that you know. They could be trying to communicate intuitively and trying to confuse your thinking and all this. This is a dead spirit that is trying to, maybe they're aiming for somebody's child. They want to work with someone. Again, they have to find a body to do this, but they're out of control. This is the spirit that just keeps following people around. And they could be bothering your children. This could be a lie. Somebody could be wearing a mask. Okay, they're trying to communicate, and they did something to a pediatrician today, maybe in the spirit. They keep trying to possess this pediatrician to get in touch with children and get downloads. Okay, this spiritual realm is they're crazy. Some of these spirits are absolutely insane, and that's what it is. They're sick. Especially this one here, this Leo and this air, water in reverse. Something is wrong. Let's move forward. Somebody needs money. Okay, they're broke here. And they could be harming underage persons because they need money. Somebody could be paying, and like we just seen a card with pediatrician, and somebody wanted to spend every day with them. This card could mean something else as well, but I'm picking up possession here because someone is in a romantic relationship, or they have money. Someone is trying to do this. Again, I'm picking up a spirit that is possessing people around you. And if you're around somebody who's possessed, you may not know they're possessed with this spirit. But that's what I'm picking up here. I'm picking up a spirit that is a psychopath, and they could belong to a cult, okay, that needs money, and they're bothering high priestess energy. They're bothering their children. Okay, they can't cause some kind of childhood trauma for someone. They can't kidnap someone or orphan someone or take their parent or make them abandoned. This is all versions of sacrifice that these groups try to do here. They want someone to be abusive, but it's not happening. They can't cause a romantic person in your life to abuse you. These are all things that these groups spend their time doing because they're demons. They're demons and they're dumb. So, there's something seriously going on with these people, these things, these psychopaths. Let's keep it here. These things are sick. They're really sick in the head. 1 second. A gay couple could be significant. Okay, doesn't have to be. A cancer, somebody with cancer placements could be significant. Cancer water could be significant. Taurus could be significant. Aquarius could be significant. What's going on here? All right, we have someone who's not in despair. They're healthy, they're happy. And someone is going to jail for what they did for money. There's a couple in reverse here. And there's someone who is moving. Someone has not served justice for this couple in reverse yet, or this man in reverse. Someone can look like these people. Someone can have red hair, a short haircut. Someone needs to serve justice for this couple. See, right over romance. Okay, so something could have been coming for someone. Okay, somebody's still going to be together. But something happened. Some kind of cult interfered with. They could have, with the abusive card next to romance, they could have possessed someone or attached to someone and made them hurt their partner. That's what I see here, so that they can't travel somewhere or go somewhere. Again, they're stalking people. They probably were going to the hospital and they want somebody here to go to the hospital. And maybe that's what happened. Because again, they need to constantly swap with people who are not struggling or having problems. They're going to jail, or they did, because of what they did for money. Somebody could have paid them to do this, but they're committing crimes. Somebody wasn't thinking, like, I'm committing a crime, I shouldn't do this. They're not thinking like this. Another couple of, again, a same-sex couple or a heterosexual couple could be in reverse. This could be something someone does for their Ace of Cups and their Four of Wands, whatever their ancestors have reserved for them. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, somebody wasn't drinking. This drink is in reverse. Somebody could have said that someone was drinking, but they weren't. They were probably possessed. I see a house on fire here on the TV. Somebody's house could have caught fire. Like, this is pretty serious. This church, this is a cult. This could be considered a cult, or someone stopped going to church. This could be significant. Again, this could be some kind of attachment that is that doesn't like church. This attachment doesn't like church. So they want you to stop going. What they're trying to do is possess. So if they don't like going to church, if they didn't go to church when they were here, the person that they're stalking and trying to overtake can't go to church either. That's what they want to do here. Because they want to end somebody. And maybe they did. Maybe they did. But somebody wasn't drinking, but they had to get some kind of procedure at the hospital. And again, this friend card is giving me suspect vibes. I feel like there was a friend involved, or a close person, a feminine. Again, the holes in the jeans are significant. This person is not shopping, or they couldn't shop or something, or they couldn't get into a store, or somebody could be a designer. Again, fashion designer came out, and it's in reverse here. Okay, so maybe somebody did this as some kind of offer up to the devil, and to not be sick or something. Somebody was waiting for someone. Again, a serious house fire could be relevant. Somebody could have had a miscarriage. This is possible. And maybe a loss here. Maybe a mother and a child. An unborn child and a mother, possibly as well. These could be victims. I'm going to put this down. Someone could have been trying to get someone out of the house when it was on fire, and maybe they didn't have success. This is possible. Let's see. Past lives and synchronicity in reverse. There's somebody who, this is someone, it's possible is not from your past life that's doing this, that's causing these problems. You're not in sync with this person. Like, this is not your counterpart. This is not a divine soulmate or anything. This friend or this person here that's in jail or going to be. Okay? These individuals here were good people. With the church card in reverse, somebody could have stopped going to church, and maybe God was telling them to read or to get guidance on a relationship from the Bible or from the Word. This is possible. Or somebody was doing that and then they stopped. Because again, these spirits are very possessive. Okay, they didn't love something. Somebody wasn't feeling love, or love wasn't a priority for them. Somebody couldn't let go of them. There's somebody here that cannot let go. These spirits, yeah, they're binding, okay, to this person or these groups. Okay, they find them to be remarkable, or whatever they're doing. Maybe their marriage or something. Okay, because it's not shattering. It's not intense. So they want to take it. They want to. It's like these spirits, they didn't live a happy life when they were here, and they keep seeking people who are happy to try to dominate them. Okay? They could have been, again, contacting this person spiritually. Call Me in Reverse came out. So like somebody is tired of someone calling, but maybe they were communicating at first, but then somebody was like, I don't want this. Okay, they didn't have the same feelings. Their feelings changed. Okay, they started to, you know, go in a different direction. Low in reverse, or OL or LO in reverse. Dreams in reverse. Something was happening in a dream. They stopped dreaming, or they couldn't remember their dreams. They could have been having nightmares about fire or something. A fire sign could be significant. Okay, something here with this telepathic card. Somebody could have telepathic gifts, but I also feel like they were communicating with someone in jail telepathically. This came out earlier in the week. Like somebody thought they were communicating with God, but they were being spiritually tricked. They were really talking to somebody in jail, and this shit is coming out again. So it's confirmation. Like somebody could have been communicating spiritually, and they thought they were talking to God or good energy, and they were talking to some crazy ass person in jail. Or they could have been telepathically communicating with someone in jail. But I feel like they didn't know. I feel like somebody didn't know, and this is how they bind it to this person spiritually. Okay, this person thought something was going to be happy, but it wasn't their past life partner. It wasn't their twin flame. It wasn't their yin and yang. It wasn't their twin flame. Okay, they weren't having clarity. Something wasn't clear for this person. Okay, but they weren't having obstacles, but they were lost. They were lost in a maze, but they didn't have obstacles yet. Okay, because someone was committed to them. That made them feel good, and they trusted this, and they were tapped into their emotions. They didn't think they were in an illusion. Okay, they thought this was their twin flame, but as we can see, the cards underneath here are saying something different. This person could have lost their life. Okay, somebody was trying to take power over them. Like I said, maybe a fire sign or somebody with fire placement. Or air, fire, air. Something wasn't deep to this person. They just wanted to overpower them or their relationship. This person needed to have sensible boundaries. They weren't enlightened enough to, and they could have lost their relationship, which is exactly what these things want. Okay, and now they're looking for another connection. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. Maybe somebody was just about to get here and something happened. Something surprising happened. Again, something with fire or sparks or something could have happened. Or something else. All right, let's get into the next portion of this reading. Let's see what card needs to come out here. Okay, childhood trauma in reverse. Somebody could be working on some sort of childhood trauma that happened to them, or maybe they didn't have childhood trauma, or no one can create it for a child. Okay, because a child does not feel abandoned or abused. A toothpaste could be significant. Something about toothpaste. Somebody has to go to court, okay? And the reason why this person is not concerned about going to court is because they're in poverty, okay? They're in poverty. They cannot cause trauma for a young person, and that is maybe causing some sort of, interference with them going to court. We have Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus. Anybody could be these signs. You don't have to be. Somebody can have these signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. A church could be significant. Some sort of culture background. Someone is not concerned because they're in poverty. They don't care. They don't want to go to court. What is this person going to court for? Something they did from far away when you were moving or making some kind of change in your life. You have Virgo. Okay, this man is in reverse. You could have did something to a man, or a spirit could have done something when you were moving a far place. You were moving far, or you Somebody was far away when you were moving and they did something remotely from where they were. They tried to sacrifice someone, or they did. Maybe this main male. You have a Leo, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Any of these signs, something could have happened to this person and they need to go to jail. Somebody needs to serve justice for this person, maybe a child. Or maybe this person's child is still here. You have Scorpio and Leo, Taurus. Okay, a child and a privileged lady. This could have been a couple that lost a father, maybe. This is possible. Virgo, Sag, Pisces. Somebody's family is in reverse as well. This slave for the devil did it. Okay, we have Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody's family members are not here anymore. They sacrificed these people. They stole from them. They stole from the collective, this high honor family. So good people. Okay, Cancer could be significant confirmation. I'm sorry for anybody's loss here. Again, Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn. Somebody had bad health, but it was really a spirit. It was really a spirit. Nobody got word about this high honor person that's passed away. This wealthy man lost his money though, okay? He lost his money, yep. Lost great fortune in reverse, gone, okay? Because of what they did to a mature woman, or a mature woman is bringing justice in the circle. Again, we have Leo, Aries, and Gemini, Pisces. This mature woman doesn't have to go to court for something, but maybe somebody else does. Okay, the collective is here. This could be a relative of yours that's doing something, or maybe this relative didn't get justice, but the collective is here. Okay, the collective is waiting for something, maybe a court date. Someone could have did something to someone's home. Why is house in reverse? The collective is waiting to hear about a house, period. Aquarius, Taurus could be significant. Okay, and some unexpected income. Somebody sold somebody's house. They reversed their house for some unexpected income. Virgo could be significant. Okay, they took from somebody who wasn't a thief. They could be saying they didn't steal it as well. They could be saying this as well. But they have no way out, so they could be lying. Again, we have Leo and Gemini. Okay, somebody's not a false person. So they could expect to have justice. They could expect it. Or sudden wealth. Okay, somebody's not official, or an official person is in reverse, and you could have gotten a message about it. Again, we have Taurus, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Someone is not in despair when they heard this message. They weren't sad about it, because maybe this is a bad person. The collective is just like, let's move on here. Okay, there could be somebody you want to be with. So you could expect a relationship, some money, a home, or finding out what happened to this home. Yeah, this cult did something here. This group. An Aquarius, a Sag, a Pisces. They could be passed on. Whoever these groups are, they could be passed on. Which is why maybe they don't have to go to court, but some kind of message is coming. Okay? Maybe a job is coming. Maybe these people held you back from a job you were supposed to do. Cancer could be significant. Again, Libra, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer. Now, there's somebody at this job that you're not like, you don't think about this person. It could be somebody you work with or you did work with, and you don't have like feelings for them. You're married, you love somebody already, so there could be somebody that that maybe does a job or works somewhere and you don't think about them. Maybe somebody at work or does the same work as you or something. They're not the main female or main male in your life anymore because you have a relationship. Yeah, you have a relationship and you don't want to go on a journey with this person. Maybe somebody trying to interfere with your life because they want to take something from you and you could work with this person or do something similar to them. This could be a coworker or crazy ass coworker comes out a lot on this channel. Let's see. There's someone who is something could have happened to this person. They could no longer be here and they're still struggling in the afterlife with letting go of someone that's moved on from them. And they could be stalking you if you're with this person. Someone wants to KIL someone. They're a psychopath here. A doctor could be significant. Skin could be significant. Your skin. Someone's crazy. Got some issues going on. Dry skin is here. Somebody is trying to take your skin. This comes out a lot. What happens is, I think these spirits, again, they involve themselves, they attach themselves to things that have dry skin, and they try to pass it on to people because they can't heal, so they have to keep passing it on. Somebody wants your skin to be dry. Again, these are very low vibrational, non-thinking morons. A lot of these, when these people are in these covens, they lose their self. They lose who they are. They lose their sense, and they do stupid things in the afterlife. And they what some of them do is they force people to, they beg people to bind to you. It's like they don't want to. For some of them, as soon as they leave this realm, they're back out trying to find someone to bind to you again. I've channeled spirits coming in the form of squirrels, birds, signs, people. I've channeled a stalker passing away, and when I was parked, they jumped into this person that was changing the garbage in front of McDonald's. And they said hi to me. And then I got confirmation that it was that person, like something happened to them. You know, it's like they can't leave. They struggle with detaching. That's why you don't involve Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, Sovereign Lord. That's it. It's like anything else could be very risky and false. Because these spirits are tricksters. They're going to mask up and they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They've been stalking the collective for a long time, so they know everything the collective wants to hear. They know what the collective could fall for, and they want you to like be alone all the time with spirits. They don't want you to live a life with somebody physical that you care about. They want to dominate your family. They're crazy. These spirits are crazy. Somebody wants to look like someone. They want someone's skin to look like their skin. Again, this is obsessiveness and sickness. Whoever this is, they did not get help when they were here, and they're still carrying on. What they just do is find other people like them and say, let's get this person. Let's keep following them. Let's keep doing this, because they can't let go. And you have to pray for God for judgment, Hades, Sheol. They gotta go. Because they're not gonna stop. They don't stop, from my experience, until they're dealt with by higher spiritual beings, angels, and stuff like that. Skid is here. Squid. Sink. Sinks. Sunk. News. Lion. You're a lion. Again, you could have lower Leo placements that are obsessed and refuse to let go. Yeah, there's something going on with lower Leo energy. They're struggling. Not Leo in the upright, but in the reverse. Something is serious about this person. Someone could have a drinking problem. Cruz is here. Could be a name. LIR is here. Long Island could be significant. Several doctors could be significant. A cousin. Someone's a liar. King. Kin. Kinky. Riley. Coon. Someone wants to KIL. All right, let's look into this. They're really demented. That's why you must. It's so important to pray for these things to go into judgment, because what they try to do is continue the same task. They try to continue the same task before they left. And some of them will, I mean, I've experienced this. They will keep jumping bodies until they can, like some of them, somebody's brother is on the run. This came out earlier. But they will continue to keep trying to harm. Whatever that harm is, they're going to keep trying to continue to do something. They might enter into your own family, your children. That's why it's so important to pray and repent and have protection from these things. Because you could meet somebody in your life and you're like, oh, this is a new person. And this spirit is saying, no, it's not. It's the same person in a different body. And this person is being nice at first because, again, they know you and they keep following in a different person. Not all the time, but that's why it's so important to have discernment. Discern is here to be able to see through lies and see when someone is maybe gaslighting you or future faking you, because this could be a spirit that cannot let go. Someone is flying solo, maybe on the run or something. Loser is here. Feed me. The number 9 could be significant. Karmic trying to set you up. This person is in reverse. Okay, they could have been by themselves trying to set somebody up and something happened to them. They want to be fed here, someone. Again, these sound like demons. A lot of times people will what's the word? They will have altars, okay? Something happens to their appetite or something. Again, I don't do this, but they have bad intentions, whatever this is here. Somebody's cheap, okay? Maybe somebody could be calling someone cheap because you're not feeding them. Again, this keeps coming out. There's this energy that wants to be taken care of. A blocked number could be significant, or 911 could be significant. Somebody could be having an emergency. DE could be significant. Pisces could be significant. Something is blocked. Okay, this pedo could be doing voodoo. And it's backfiring on them. AF could be significant. AP, FA, or PA could be significant. Someone could be a cop, or someone could call from a block number. Years old. Somebody is age here. Somebody's age is here. Years old. Somebody could look like a squid in the spirit, and it's not good. It's not a good energy. Somebody's fantasizing about the ex here. An ex could have a little infatuation with children. They're not planning any events, though. They could be calling from a block number, trying to sacrifice you in reverse. I think this person is. Okay, they don't have any plans or anything. And something's going on. They could be stuck in a fantasy. They can't do something in the shower, or they can't shower. D could be significant. They can't be faithful, confirmation. Carpet in reverse. Food. They want food on the carpet like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. These things are strange. Something is going on with these groups where I've experienced them trying to make food fall on the floor, or make someone waste food, or make extra food. There's something significant about these groups trying to manipulate people to eat with spirits and eat with demons, which is a sin against God. Okay, it also states in the Bible that you should not eat whatever you offer up to spirits. And that's what they do. And they're trying to manipulate the collective to eat with spirits. It's like they're obsessed with forcing you to eat with spirits because it's a sin. And if you sin and you don't repent, then you're vulnerable to the devil. So that's what I feel like these things are doing. You may or may not resonate with this. There's an energy that cannot be faithful. Something could be going on with the shower or the carpet. But they're trying to these things will try to offer you up to the spirits that are in them. They're controlled. And this is really important, the food. Because when these things leave here, they still have these desires to eat. And they want to eat with the collective. They want to like, let's say that you can eat. When this person was here, they could not eat. Again, these covens, they starve themselves, they're hungry, they have to fast, but it's not normal. It's like obsessive fasting, which could lead to problems. So it's like they keep stalking people who could eat because they're like, I want to eat, I'm hungry. Feed me keeps coming out. This is some kind of, this also sounds like a demon or something, like feed me. You could be telling this person to go away, but they're possessed. You have strong boundaries. The collective has strong boundaries. You don't waste your time with this energy. They could want you back with your ex because they have access to this ex spiritually. A gunshot wound could be significant. Somebody needs one man or woman. Boston in reverse. Somebody's depressed about something. Love found me. Somebody could be in love. Different people are here. You have everything you need, Jay. They're scared of you. A wicked elder. You're not in denial. You're not envious of them. A small town is significant. There's something about this supermarket that's not good in a small town. You won't call someone. You can't catch them lying. You won't call them, so you can't catch them lying. You could be avoiding calling someone, but you need to in order to catch them lying or something. AY or YA could be significant. Rink. A rink could be significant. Roller rink. Something could have happened at a roller rink. Liz. Dizzy. Somebody could have been dizzy at a roller rink. They were trying to KIL you, someone, for someone's 10 of cups. Again, 12, 21, 3, any of these ages could be significant or something around that. Okay, somebody is trying to avoid these warrants, so they need to fulfill a contract with the devil. Okay, they can't do something inside of a car, crushing hard. Something could have happened to you when you were a kid and it looked like an accident or something. But it wasn't. This Zagan could be in reverse. This keeps coming out. Something is a yes. This something that happened when you were grown. Something happened when you were a certain age and you thought it was an accident, but it was really witchcraft. It was really somebody who, like, they thought that whatever that was gonna really do something bad to you. Again, this person could have been dieting. They don't have unseen support. They keep saying, let's go, let's go. Feed me. I can't make this, something is going on here. These people are crazy. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Somebody disciplines their children. This is, again, somebody is focused on how you discipline your child or something. 222 could be significant. Why is... What happened to them when they were a child? Somebody was telling you to let's go, let's go. Someone is a psychopath. These things are sick. Somebody's passing away soon. I just saw passing away soon. Again, they need food. A fashion designer, you could be telling this person to go away, but they want to go on a date or something. They lack common sense. Again, these people are psychopaths. They like something rough. Trying to be the boogeyman, but you're getting downloads about this person that wants to spend every day together. This is the spirit. They can't come with you wherever you're going. There's these spirits that can't let go. Virgo could be significant. You don't have low self-esteem. Capricorn. They can't seize your money, your credit cards. They're catching a beat down by your spirit team. And they can't stand to see you succeed. Somebody could have recently closed a business and maybe you're opening a business or maybe you want to. Okay? They can't bribe you to do something or they can't bribe someone to. Black could be significant. Drink more water at home. Somebody needs to drink water and stop bothering people. It's like someone could be stalking someone's diet. In your words, they want your attention. Someone is lying, but they don't care. They don't want someone with somebody else. Again, somebody's doing something indoors. R in reverse. There's someone that just wants to keep bothering someone and they keep using another person around the collective to do this. And when you were younger, someone could have been possessing someone to harm you, but it didn't work. a draconic witch, a shadow puppet. Okay, this card is always in there. If it, this person could have passed away already. Whoever this R person is, that's why it's in reverse. It usually doesn't come out in reverse. This F person could also be in reverse. Again, 12, Sag or Pisces could also be in reverse. RF, 21, 12, Sag, Pisces. Okay, they're just scared of doing something on their own. So they could have passed away already. That's what I see here. Because you beat something, or somebody beat something. You won't allow someone to do whatever they want to you. Okay? You're financially stable. You could have made a non-emergency call to someone about this energy. Or law enforcement is involved. About a delivery, possibly. This could be something about a delivery. What I find, they stalk people's deliveries. It's like they try to, I can't tell you how many times these groups try to stop me from getting deliveries or try to control the delivery person with spirits, or stop. They have stopped, these groups have literally stopped the shopper from buying something that they don't want me to bring in my house, like roses or cheese, certain things. They have spiritually, what they do is they stalk the delivery person or the law enforcement person, and they try to control that person. But something was beat here. They couldn't do it. Now they want another chance. Okay, they don't want somebody trying to avoid getting shot by someone here. I don't know what that's about, but they could have shot somebody and they don't want somebody to know, like law enforcement or something. They have a criminal record, or they don't want to have a criminal record. All right, let's look at these words. Somebody could be in a cult. Link could be significant. Link, a link, an order, your order. Run, on the run, kill. It says run. Drew is here. Null is here. Lindsay. A doctor's name could be here. A road name could be here. Road, a road, or roads. Kinks. Stink. Skink. Someone's credit cards couldn't help them keep a business open. And this person wants to see someone succeed. This could be significant. They couldn't seize their money though. A globe is significant. Again, somebody could be passing away and trying to control something. Something about a non-emergency call. Let me get the tarot cards. Somebody is dehydrated. They're having an emergency. They're acting like they are, or they got bribed to act like they're having an emergency. Again, there's something going on with these groups. They're doing stuff. They're manipulating people. Somebody, again, I'm gonna be honest with you, these people sound crazy. These people sound crazy. Whoever these groups are, they sound like psychopaths. Let me get the tarot cards. Link your something to something. Run your something. could be significant. They're trying to lure somebody somewhere. DR, Dominican Republic could be significant. Skylar. Somebody could be trying to force you to call the police or something, like trying to trick you or something. It says drink your something. Drink your urine. Okay, this is what I talk about. I talk about this in readings sometimes. They're crazy. There are groups that try to survive off of our bodies without being seen. And this brings me back to when I started talking about spraying and praying. I don't know how long you've been watching my channel, but I started to realize like these people were doing something in my toilet with spirits, okay? And somebody could be really dependent on something, maybe, and they can't do whatever they were depending on. They can't do that to you. They're having loss because they're a robata. Somebody's under mind control and they're going to have loss and grief. This is my funeral card. Cancer, Scorpio. It could be bothering a fire earth sign that's free. And this Capricorn Aquarius is out of control because of that. They want to control their decisions with demons and spirits with the devil card here. They got bribed by some kind of demon spirit to keep coming back and causing suffering. But somebody is focused here. We have Earth, Fire, and Leo in the upright. Okay? Your defense is causing a painful ending for this group. Or this person or whoever wants to drink urine. This is sick for your skin. It's like somebody is trying to... They want to... It says lick skin or something. Like I'm going to be honest with you. Whoever's mind this is or whatever communication this is, there's something really wrong with them and they need to be put away. I don't know, they need serious help or something. They sound crazy. This is why you don't mess with spirits, because you don't know who you're taking on into your body. Somebody has done too much spirit contact and it's leading to a painful ending for them. They think they rule somebody, like something is, yeah. All right, this Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini is having an ending, okay? They can't touch the collective. We're free from this nonsense here. We're balanced. Okay, we're not overwhelmed. And there's a Leo Virgo that could also be running into some problems here with this Capricorn Aquarius. They could be coming back and trying to attack this person. This Capricorn Aquarius could be going after this Leo Virgo and causing suffering because they keep going back and forth here. They keep bribing each other or doing some stupidness because someone is obsessed with your opportunity, your gifts, your wisdom, and they're just hasty and angry and crazy. Just fire, earth, fire, air. They're restless. They want you to be restless too. It's like somebody is put to rest. They're gone, but they can't rest. Because they can't... These spirits have committed sin and they haven't repented. They have to be judged. They need to be judged. I can't make this... Man, that's crazy. They need to be judged, collective, and they will be. They will be judged here or there. Spirit or physical realm. Ancestors are in reverse with this crazy Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, because they keep trying to do something over and over again and they're paranoid that you know. With the 9 of Wands in reverse, they're almost at a 10 of Wands. They're almost complete. This person is taking on way too much restless spiritual energy. R could be significant. Okay. There's a child in reverse or maybe multiple children. This person is also struggling with dependency, depression, sadness. Okay, they're not happy. And they're doing something in the dark, which is bringing judgment on them. Again, children. Okay? More children that are not clothed. They're doing something bad. Okay, they're being more unclothed people. Okay, that's my spiritual whore card in reverse. Somebody doesn't want something to end here. This unclothed activity with younger energy. They don't want it to stop. They're trying to confuse the Queen of Cups so it can continue or something. They're continuing to stalk this Emperor and this Queen of Cups so they can continue this stupidness here. They want to escape and do this. They're weak and scared and struggling because they won't start doing something for this King of Wands. Maybe somebody's mother is involved as well. Or father. This is a mother and father here. Could be significant. Could be an ancestor. Could not be. Russell. Could be significant. URL. Loose. Your sink. Rule your sink. Somebody wants to rule your sink. Again, they're sick. Somebody's having a problem with dehydration and health and malnutrition. And they think that they thought that they were going to live off the collective energy with some kind of witchcraft or some garbage, and it's not working. Oz, you could look at this Q as an O. Somebody's going to jail. Culinary could be significant. They did something with this Pisces, Aries, and this Capricorn here. Okay, or this Taurus in reverse. This Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, they do too much here by somebody's home or in their home. These could be spirits. These could be people that astral project. These could be covens. They're hiding their face here. They bother people when they leave their home and they're planning. They're bothering the collective here. The collective knows what they're doing. And that's why they can't bring a tower down on the collective, because you have knowledge. You could be enjoying your fruit of labor, and this one here is begging. They're begging. This is a Virgo Libra begging another Virgo to help them, because they want to sacrifice the family and the ancestors. They want to use your ancestors to go somewhere far. So they're done with. Silly is here. Orders, silly orders. Somebody's giving someone silly orders to do stuff. Again, they're possessed. Drink. Okay. Somebody wants to drink out of your sink. Again, I'll go over this one more time. They have done things to the water. They have done so much witchcraft with their water that they seek people's water who don't do witchcraft, who don't have problems. They spy on people who drink water and don't have problems, and then they try to get water from that person using witchcraft, because you need water to live. So then they might try to drink. That's why I said I spray and I pray over my urine, because people can do rituals with your body fluids. They do. They are. They're not just drinking it. They're doing other things with it as well. And they're using spirits to help them. And this is sick. Sick. Plotting to do harm with others. Migraines, maybe. They got bribed. Drink more water. Something is not an emergency, but they're bothering you. You might need a security guard or something. They could be doing something to your clothing, a hoodie. Again, a globe. They could be using a globe to do some kind of witchcraft, or a ball, so that they don't pass away soon. Some of these people's lives could be at stake, because they have done so much witchcraft and cursed the water that they can't even drink it. They need Jesus. They don't want to ask Jesus for help. They don't want to say, Jesus, help me. So they don't want to call the police. Okay, somebody's not telling them not to call. They just don't want to do it because they're doing, usually people committing crimes don't want to call the police. Okay, they're afraid of getting some kind of beat down. I don't know that, you know. This could be possible. I don't know. Somebody could be telling them that if they call the police, they could be threatening them. Okay, they don't want to go away though because of water. They could be walking around doing something. I just saw walking. $110 could be significant. 11 could be significant. Okay, somebody who engages with pedo energy could be having sex with someone's relative, and they did voodoo on this person, or they're doing it with voodoo. A draconic witch is in reverse now, possibly. They don't enjoy their attention anymore. They don't love them. Somebody's not walking. They don't have everything they need, but they're not in lack. They're not nervous. They're being forced to do something, but they're not nervous about that. Someone has unseen support, and that will cause this energy to self-destruct. They're not financially stable because they tell someone to do whatever they want to them. This kind of behavior is not doing anything for them, so they're stalking pediatricians who have access to children. They're stalking divine feminine, divine masculine, who could also have access to their own children. And they're lying about being attached to a demon so that they can attach it to the family or a doctor. Again, Florida in reverse, or a place that starts with F could be significant. They want you to stop speaking. They could be in reverse, this person. Italy, a place that starts with I or F or E. Some contract here. They could have, again, this keeps coming out. They could have tried to, cocaine could also be significant. Tell me more about this. Grandparents left you money in reverse. They don't want you to know this. They could have used somebody's inheritance to buy drugs or something. What? Trunk could be significant. Drunk. Drunk is here. You're drunk. Clarify grandparents left you money. Drill is here. Drill your something. Okay, so we have the Devil card and Aries, Capricorn, Aries. Okay, somebody could have Aries placements. This could be you. This could be your grandparent or parent. Somebody could have Aries placements here, and EY or YE could be significant. Someone stole someone's inheritance for the devil. They sacrificed it here. They could be having a tower. Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn. Sag could be having a tower for what they did to a Virgo, Aries. Okay, this Taurus, Aries is also involved. What they did to a water sign, somebody who's creative, a Scorpio. Okay, this Robata did something. They're being controlled by spirits. Skinny is here. You're skinny. Somebody is seeing this because they're dumb. Like, I don't... Again, a child could be doing this. Somebody young, immature, that can't learn from their mistakes could be calling someone names, a water sign, a fire sign. Okay, because you don't want to be their friend. They're under judgment for what they're doing here with children and adults. Okay, so they need to leave someone alone. Cancer, Gemini. Okay, you could be a Cancer, Gemini, or they could be doing this to you. A Taurus, Gemini, a Scorpio, Libra could be bothering you when you have plans, interfering with your plans, confusing you, confusing your plans. Somebody could be acting violent or making someone act violent with you, okay, to cause suffering. These people are finished. Whatever this is here, this is finished. This person is finished. They're done. They're sad. This person is confused. They're not popular anymore. They're stuck on that. And ancestors making sure they stay unpopular. Because they did something to the collective's popularity. Whatever is happening to them, they try to do it to the collective. And we freed ourselves from it. We work at home. They're impulsive and crazy because of that. Because we're investigating something, they're crazy. They're willing to do anything to stop it. Because they're guilty. They're trying to escape something here, this Pisces. They're struggling. Again, for the Scorpio, Sag, and this Capricorn, Aquarius. Somebody's life is completely dedicated to this lower energy that they can't stop involving themselves with the Devil card here. These two people in this card are in Hades. That's where they are. And the Devil is very happy to have them down there. Because you're not supposed to, the Devil is a tester. They test. And people fail. They fail. Somebody could have taken your inheritance and bought drugs with it. I'm serious. Somebody could have actually did this. Silly drunk or alcohol or some other dependency. With the Devil card, they have toxic attachments. They have addictions. That's what that card is about. And somebody did that. Surrey, Disney, skunk, lioness, be a name, dork, Krishna, Chrissy, with a K. Something is sinful. Rikers, this is a jail. Sun in your something. In your room. Again, what I find these spirits try to do is literally live in your house. They're so lonely and sad that they literally try to find ways to stay in your home and keep watching you and keep stalking all day. They could be doing this to a pediatrician or somebody whose job starts with a P. You could be asking a spirit to leave your energy, your home. Okay, and believe it or not, some of these spirits want you to get out of your own house. Okay, a delivery is significant. Why does delivery keep coming out? Even delivery is here, sort of. I'm going to close the reading after this. Why does delivery keep coming out? Okay, somebody's doing something reckless here to try to get a delivery because, again, they're a psychopath. This Pisces Aquarius is obsessed with controlling something. But we always have unseen support. This person's not doing anything. They're a dork. They're sinful. They're done. Dizzy and stupid, you know, like... Spiritual whore. Somebody wants to do something during a delivery, or somebody could be that crazy that they're trying to do something during a delivery. Okay, they're involving the Scorpio Libra in reverse who's confused. Okay, and maybe in the Five of Pentacles, they're struggling. It could be like making this person try to harm you because they're obsessed and crazy, and somebody is peaceful and has unseen support. Again, this is wonderful energy, balanced energy, energy that soul searches, that loves themselves, that loves their children, doesn't need a lot to be happy. More good energy. 7 of Pentacles. You have Taurus, Sag. Okay, dealing with a Virgo in reverse. Aries in reverse. You're blocking this energy. They're doing something 8 days a week here. They keep coming back. This Aquarius, Leo, and this water sign. They're sick. They're confused and blocked. They're Robata in reverse. So these are, again, Robatas in reverse that they can't stay out this realm. Normally, when someone leaves this realm, they're in the spiritual realm. But these things are junkies. They continue to keep coming back and doing harm. They don't come back and do good. Because this entails the devil. This is a deal with the devil. They're not going through God to come back here. They're not having a godlike rebirth. They're having a demonic rebirth. And they stalk good people. They hold up towers that need to come down. And they don't have opportunity. They're doing something corrupt for opportunity to hold up these towers that need to be brought down. Ancestors are always getting in reverse with these groups because they keep stalking their descendants. Confirmation, there's double ancestors on deck and keeps them in an unpopular state, keeps them in their ego, keeps them, you know, they want to be popular. They think that if they keep doing this, they can have fame and fortune. Ancestors said, no, you stole this from my descendants. This belongs to us. These are our children. We give our descendants inheritance. They come along and steal it. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, they took something that came from God, and now they're suffering for it. And the collective is good. Lots of Pentacles. Again, you could be going to court. You could be giving very soon to somebody and having security still. Maybe you owe somebody 2 Pentacles. I mean, whatever it is, you want to give and you want to be good. And these people want to take it before you can actually help someone, or it's like they're going to jail for their crimes and they want you to give to them. No, they're out of control. They could be bothering this Page of Pentacles energy, maybe at night, okay, to cause suffering. They could be, because they're being put to rest. They're under arrest. Let's move this energy from here. They're stalking the future, and they want someone's inheritance. They want the family. But again, it's to dominate, control, and destroy. That's all the devil does. And it has something to do with a delivery. Or they're stalking deliveries or something. They're just stupid. I noticed this though. Like I've had to run after delivery people because I've seen them. I've seen a delivery man literally pull up to my house, get ready to get out to bring my phone, and then pull off. I had to run downstairs and say, "Excuse me, you have my phone?" And he checked and gave me my phone. These spirits will literally try to confuse people and stalk people. That they will literally go through with these covens and try to find who is delivering your shit. This is serious. Linda could be significant. Ruin. Dick is here. Sirius. And Lionel, Lions. This could be a street. Rudy. Ike. Sundress. Laser surgery. There's also, be careful with this because it's like these, I've been seeing this. I feel like some of these spirits want to, there's somebody whose eyes are going bad in the energy, or maybe multiple people do this. These wicked elders, they try to steal our eyesight, and it's like they want somebody to go get eye surgery. They could be trying to do witchcraft on your eyes, so you go get some kind of eye surgery, and then something happens because they're behind it. Okay, they could have done this to somebody, or they want to do this because they're psychopaths. Sunrise. Somebody wants to KIL someone's son. Again, this is disturbing. I'm just about done with this reading, and these people are sick. They need to be exposed and go to jail. They are sick. I can't make it up. Okay? No. Nobody's catching up with these people. I don't know what. Somebody keeps telling themselves that they're your friend, or I don't know what these people. Some people are just imagining. They're so. Some of these, again, they're so gone spiritually that they're delirious, and they don't know what else to do but to lie to themselves every day to stay afloat. It's all they have are their lies and their illusions. So stay away from this energy. Luis could be significant. Louis. And again, this RN. Somebody could be covering something up about an RN. SUNY, again, a SUNY student possibly in New York. Doris, Doreen. Rundown. Something didn't happen when someone was driving and they need a baby for something, but something didn't happen when someone was driving, maybe a gunshot wound. This could be significant. A place that starts with K could be significant. Somebody wants to undo something. Reels could be significant. Reels. Dawn is here. A name that has Dawn in it. A divorce is final. An older man or woman could be significant. Someone is nervous. Someone is turned on and they're not nervous. This could be significant. Nerds. Nerdy. And Ricky. Somebody's scared to go to jail. They could be telling you to call them because they're scared to go to jail. A birthday could be significant. Someone could be sick here. Really sick. Someone. Anyone. Okay. A new business. They could want to. Someone could be trying to sacrifice a new business because they're sick. It's not going to work. Sardines could be significant. Sardines. And a birthday. A birthday could be significant. I'm going to close the reading here, collective. I will see you on the next reading.